Hi friends! It's a lovely Friday afternoon and today I'm going to restock and reprint, reprint and then restock my sticker sheet inventory. I've had a few orders come in the last couple of weeks and I'm running a little low in what I have right now. So I think it's just now it's a good time to just kind of like hit print, use the Cricut to do some kiss cut on the sticker sheets and to actually rebrand using my new logo. So I have my file up and ready to go. It actually has my old logo on it with my maiden name, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and change that, but I will show you the process of uploading to Cricut and how I do the print and cut. I have my labels here ready to go as well. I'm actually gonna do a screen share to show what's actually happening on my computer so that I can also point out what I'm doing in Illustrator and how the whole upload thing will work. It'll be all kinds of fun. Okay, so I have Illustrator up with my mini sticker sheet. Here it is with my old logo. Technically has my maiden name, since I'm married now. And what I want to do is update this to my new branding, which actually does include my maiden name still. So I have that up. I'm going to use my third logo, which is just all pink. And I actually have this in CMYK so it can print nicer and more true to color in CMYK. So when you go on the Pantone website, you can actually pick a Pantone and you can see the RGB and the CMYK values broken down for you. And I just use the CMYK values. So let me go ahead and resize this. I think I'm gonna start with 1/2 inch. So tiny. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and align this to where my old logo is at. When I hit the preview mode, Command Y, you'll see where all my die cuts are and how many there are and where I want them specifically. There's also these big rectangles, and that's really the image that is in place or embedded into the file. So let me just go ahead and get this logo going. And actually I want to hide you. I don't need you anymore. Awesome. One down, one more to go. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this and holding down Option and V, I'm just going to go ahead and, and Option and Shift, I'm going to go ahead and move this where it locks in the middle. Nice. Well, not nice, it's almost there. Come on. Just gonna go ahead and scooch it. Yeah. And there we go. The preview mode is super nice if you just want to see where your paths are just going to line up instead of just all this mumbo jumbo. Okay, now that I'm ready, if I hit preview mode again, you'll see that I have these squares up in the corners. This is to dictate the size that I want the Cricut to register when I upload this as a PNG. So here I have some cut marks. If I pinpoint corner to corner, this will be my sticker sheet size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have these lines to remind me where I'm gonna cut. If I take this off the artboard, you will see what I actually want die cut. So all the white, once I export this as a PNG, all the white will just be shapes. This I may need to erase. The Let's Travel To and the new logo, I need to erase in the Cricut system so they don't register that as a cut. all the white space that I want as a cut. All these gray lines here that you see, I'm actually using that as my cut mark for after I print. So let's undo that and let's go ahead and export. I want to make sure that I'm exporting a transparent PNG versus one with a white background. Yes, yes, yes. Replace. Alrighty. Okay, with the Cricut up, I'm going to go ahead and upload. And I'm just going to drag and drop. Nope, wrong one. Right one. So it might be hard to see, but you can kind of see where the big white areas are. I'm going to do moderately complex and hit continue. All right, here is the select and erase area. I'm going to erase what I don't want cut, which is this. The Cricut's going to have a hard time cutting that. So erase, erase, erase. And the Cricut's only going to cut what's actually white. And these squares will come in handy for that reason in just a minute. So let me erase, erase, erase. Continue. Okay, it looks like I forgot a little piece. If you can tell, if I save this as a cut image, that little bit down here will get cut. So let me go back. Continue. All right, looks like we're good to go. I'm going to save this as a print then cut image. Select that and save. And I'm going to actually select it and insert it into my design space. Okay, I know that it's not 18 inches wide. So with my Illustrator still open, I'm actually going to select all of this. It's really 9 inches by 6 inches. So let me, with my handy dandy proportion locked in, for my width, it will be 9. And it should proportionately make it 6 inches long. Cool, cool, cool. Now we're ready to actually print. I want to make it. And then here's what it's going to look like on the mat. It's going to print this black square rectangle with the image inside. And I'm going to hit continue. And making sure that my Cricut is on. Yes, yes. Bluetooth. So what I want to do is actually send to printer. My paper's already in place. Oh, it's still going. There we go. I actually want to use my system dialog and I don't want to use bleed. I'm already using white, so white space with a white bleed doesn't make sense to me. But it's important for me to use system dialog. Okay, and I'm going to hit print. And of course, the system dialog might hide behind, so here we go. I'm going to save this as a PDF. And I'm just going to keep it untitled 2 for right now. Save. And what I'm actually going to do next is open that up again in Illustrator. Untitled 2, open with Illustrator. So now that I have the PDF open in Illustrator, you can kind of see where the cuts are going to be marked. And like, well, not so much now, but because it's a PNG, as I zoom out, you can kind of see where the rasterized PNG image is. What I want to do is actually lay over what I just deleted including my cut marks, so I can just actually hand cut all these sticker sheets once it's out of the Cricut. So with this already selected, I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Copy. And I'm going to paste here. And rotate it and actually line it up. And it lined up beautifully. I'm going to group it. And I'm going to hide, nope, I don't want to hide that. I want to hide the PNG beneath it. So let me hide this. Go ahead and hide this again with just a simple rectangle, white rectangle. And I'm going to unhide my actual AI file. Okay, it's ready to go. I have my Let's Travel To, my logo, and my cut marks ready to be print. The white squares that I had up here, the Cricut's actually going to cut those corners. And for me, that's easier so that I can just line up this edge here to this edge here and all the way around to cut out the sticker sheet. So let's go ahead and print. And that's how I use the Cricut Print Then Cut part of the whole Cricut machine design space, whatever you want to call it. And maybe sometime in the future I'll actually show a video of how I make stickers without using that. And it's the other option seen in design space, such as that says as a cut file, but I like to hack it to where I can actually get more out of my sheet instead of the proposed 6x9. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to get notified of any videos that I upload, hit the bell. I think you can actually do something with the bell where you can get notified sometimes or all the time, whichever. And until next time, bye friends.